Welcome all to another video about DevOps, Kubernetes and containers. So from this short video today I will show you a troubleshooting guide when working with Podman in your Red Hat Enterprise Linux. This issue is happening to me few days back when I'm starting learning Podman. Then suddenly I got the error that is showing in this screen. So here you can see it is saying that you don't have enough space in your to download the images, right? So this is happening because actually I'm using Azure VM, Red Hat Enterprise Linux VM, which will use LVM's logical volume management for dividing and partitioning the storage for the Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Okay, so basically the error message saying is so to down you cannot expand the image because you don't have enough space on the device, right? So let's start how we can start troubleshooting, how we can identify what's happening, right? So you can see that I'm trying to download the Postgres image from Docker, right? So this image is usually a little bit heavy image because it's a database image, right? So it is about roughly about 200 or 100 to 200 MB, right? So but I have my different images already downloaded to my pulled to my local machine. So because of that, the space of my partition has been mount point has been filled up with those images, right? So because of that, now I don't have enough space to download the Postgres image, right? So let's first we'll see how much of space do I have in my logical space, right? So let's see the mount list and the spaces are available. So for that we can use df in Linux and we can put h to get it more human readable format, right? So here you can see all the mount points and all the file systems, right? Then you can see that I have mounted some mount points like user, home, boot, var. Likewise there are different mount points are mounted to these specific partitions, right? Okay, so you may think, okay, so you have 8 GB here, like in logical user partition, right? Then you have root, you have 1 GB. So why you are getting the error, right? There's not enough space error, right? For that, first we need to check where the Podman is storing the image, containers and all the other storage related things in the Podman, right? So in the Podman there are two locations the storage are stored that depend on how you run the Podman, right? So if you are running the Podman in root mode, root user, then your container related storage like images, containers, everything, volumes will be stored in var lib containers directory, right? But in my case you can see that I'm not logging as a root user, I'm logging as a normal Linux user. So the path for storing those container related storage is different from the root user. So if you are running as a non-root user, your storage will be, the container storages will be stored in the home directory. If you go to the local, let's list the local, right? It is in the local. Then it is in the share folder. Then if you go to the containers, then if you see all the container related things are stored in this location. Then specifically in the storage folder, if you go to storage folder, you can see all the data related to storage in the Podman. So you can see overlays, then you can see overlay containers, then overlay images, then volumes. If you have volumes created, these, all of these data will be stored in this path, that is your home directory. Then .local folder, and inside the local folder share container storage path, right? So here you can see now, okay, there are 124 MB, then 188 MB, right? So that is the storage for containers, then the images, right? Okay. So then if you rerun the df, right, df-h, you can see that because this is in the home, this is in the home directory, and you can see that in the home directory I have my full size is 960 MB, then I already use 880 MB and I'm only available 81 MB. So almost 92% of the home directory volume is used by containers and other files that are in this folder. So because of that, I don't have enough space to download the image, Postgres image. So if I try to download, so you can see that it is try to download it, then you will get an error saying that you don't have enough space, right? Okay, so now let's see how we can resolve this issue, right? Because this VM is configured with logical volumes, logical volume logical volumes, right, in Linux, right? So we need to first look at what are the logical volumes that are available and what are the virtual groups that are available in the Linux machine, right? So first what I'll do is I will use the Linux command vg display. Vg display will show you all the volume groups that are created within your system, right? So for that I will run sudo vg display, right? So then you can see there are one vg volume group called root vg, and it is the size of that volume group is 63 GB. And here another two very important information. So you can see that I have only allocated 23 GB and the almost 40 GB is free available in this group, right? So then next we can check the LV display. LV display will show you all the logical volumes available, right? So if I move it to the left, right, then you can see all the logical volumes created. So you can see the path, device LV path, right? So you can see the name, right? Then if you scroll below, then you can see that there are the logical volume for my home directory, right? So specific logical volume for my home directory, and you can see the logical volume size is 1 GB, right? So if you go to if you check the df, then if you run the df-h, you can see the my home logical volume is almost 1 GB, right? So that is equal to the logical volume that is created for the home directory, right? Okay, now we need to extend this specific volume. Then how we can extend, because in the volume group we have enough additional free space for that specific volume group, so we can reclaim that free space and put it to the home logical volume. So then we can extend our home directory's logical volume to resolve this issue, right? So let's take a look at how we can extend that one. For that, we have a separate command, right? So we can use lv extend command, and we can add parameters to extend that specific logical volume, right? Okay, let's see how we can extend the home logical volume. So you need to run a sudo lv extend, then you need to put -r. So if you check the help --help, so you can see the r is used to extend, resize the file system, right? So then you can use L parameter to specify the size, right? So extended size, so you can give it as a percentage, right? There are different other parameters that you can use. So capital L use extends command, so like here, right? So I will use that one. So I will first run it as a sudo -r-l. Then I will give how much I need to extend, right, as a percentage, because if you see the help, you can see it is a plus, you need to put plus, then the percentage, number of percentage you need to increase. So that means if you put 10%, then it will increase that specific volume from the 10% and reclaim the free value from 10% from the available space. So I will plus put 20, then put percent, then from free. So that means it will take from the free space available in the volume group. Then I need to give the logical volume path, right? So it has to be dev mapper. Then you can find the logical volume path, right? So it is root vg, right? Okay. Let's copy this one. Okay, now you can see that I have put the path for my home logical volume. Then you can see the message saying that it is increases to from 1 GB to the 9 GB, right? Then So the file extension found and mounted to /home. So it is automatically extending the file system to 9 GB, so you don't have to do it manually. So then you can see the logical volume root vg/home lvm successfully resized, right? Okay, now if we run the df-h again, then you can see that from 1 GB it is now increases to 9 GB, right? And you can see I already have the now available free space is 8.1 GB. So now if I run the container running command, right? So it will download the image, then okay, it will expanding, then you can see the now the container is running, right? So okay, so if I run Podman container, yes, right? So now you can see my Postgres is running and up for the 14 second. Okay, so that's how you fix that issue. So yeah, this was coming when I'm using Podman in the Azure Linux VM. So this is how to fix that. Okay, so yeah, so that's all for this short troubleshooting guide, how to extend your home directory when using Azure VM, Azure Red Hat Enterprise Linux VM. And if you are running Podman, and if you are coming to issue with storage related issue in the Podman, so yeah, that's how you need to fix it. So yeah, thank you for listening. So I will come back another video like this about troubleshooting or how to do guide. So until then, see you guys. Bye.